So recently I went on a trip to New York City and it was really fun. I went to the Hard Rock Cafe where I had the best lemonade in my life. I went and saw Dear Evan Hansen and it was pretty good. And I even took about 1 million selfies in Times Square. However, probably the most fun place I went to in my trip was Flight Club. I got to look at a ton of sneakers and I even got this sweatshirt, as you can see. They have a glass display of all the limited edition sneakers that they've collected, and I found a pair of ones that I dreamed of owning. They were retro OGs, and they were in blue and black. They have a little number next to the sneakers in gold, and that displays the price. And, you know, it was a pretty treat. I mean, you can get a pair of limited edition Air Jordan 1s for just $3,700. Yeah, it's gonna be hard defending this one. What's Jablin's Jables? No gaming videos this week. Welcome back to an outdoor episode of JUSTCARP Complains. It really is a beautiful day outside, and this is how I plan on redeeming it. By making a JUSTCARP Complains video. Really, it's the best time of year for that sort of thing. Anyways, these are a pair of Air Jordan 1s. They're the cheaper version of the ones that I really want, and I'm totally okay with that. Plus the laces look kind of cool. Now these cost about $120. I ended up getting these for my birthday because I really wanted these, and I ended up finding them online. I didn't buy these just for this video. I actually want to wear them, so I guess that makes me a sneakerhead. But many people criticize sneakerheads because it's really impractical to take your $500 Yeezys out into the world, because you can guarantee them getting ruined if the weather is really bad. This is probably the only sneaker that I'll wear that has a particular style, because I have gym class some days, so I'll wear my normal gym shoes on those days. Plus the last thing I want to seem like is an idiot sneaker collector. So if I get another pair of shoes, they're probably going to be Chucks. That sort of balances it out. Anyways, let's get started. In defense of sneakerheads.
My shoes cost more than your whole outfit, so yeah.
In 1985, with help from Peter C. Moore, Michael Jordan created the Air Jordan 1 sneaker, and it was made for his own personal use. He wore them in basketball games, and it quickly became his favorite sneaker. However, the NBA quickly banned any player from wearing these during any game, because they had, and I quote, very little white on them. However, MJ realized that he could benefit from this financially, and so with that, the Air Jordan 1 was officially released commercially by Nike. It was an instant success, and it made MJ very rich. Alright, that should be enough background. I'd say what inspired my love for sneakers had to be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is one of my favorite movies, by the way, because Miles has his own pair of Air Jordan 1s. And that inspired me to get these. I didn't buy these sneakers just to be popular, and I sure as hell didn't buy them just to be a hype beast. That's the last thing I ever want to be. I bought these sneakers because I genuinely wanted to wear them. I think these do look really nice, I will admit that. Mainly these sneakers geared towards basketball players and rappers. You see hip-hop artists wear these kinds of shoes like Logic, Blueface, Drake, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, he must be not named, and a bunch of other people I do not need to mention. And I don't think that's cool. I think these sneakers should gear towards anyone, no matter their social status. These should not be seen as a status symbol. It's the same thing with AirPods. AirPods were meant to be a thought-provoking, technologically superior music listening device that could connect to your iPhone very easily. But now it's just a status symbol because it shows people that you don't have a headphone jack on your iPhone, which means from the 7 all the way up to the XS Max. Like, mine doesn't even have a headphone jack, and mine's the iPhone XS. Like, I didn't buy this phone just so I could flex. I bought it because I would find really great use out of it. And I know other people would say this about their phone too. And yeah, I like the Face ID, and the cameras, and the really impressive CPU. I even play Fortnite on it. whenever it's worth playing. Fun fact, they just came out with the Jumpman event not too long ago. Coincidence?
I think not.
But really the only reason people get these phones is because they use Snapchat, Game Pigeon, and really crappy mobile games like Amaze. So guess what, retards? Your phone doesn't determine your place in society. Please consider this before you make a fool of yourself. 6'9". Sorry, I got on a bit of a tangent there. It's just that you can relate so many things back to this situation. Sneakers is just one of them. Sneakers shouldn't be saved for hypebeasts. Like, they should be open to more people. A great example of this is Jerry Seinfeld, because he believes he's on the spectrum, and he's been collecting sneakers for the past 2 decades. Shigeru Miyamoto has his own Air Maxes and Chucks that he has personally made. Even Freddie Mercury had his own Adidas Samba Classics. What I'm trying to get at here is that you don't have to be considered popular to get into sneakers. The guys that I just listed were all outcasts before they became famous. Before I started YouTube, I was an outcast. But now I found my place. Sort of. By showing people your sneakers in public, whether you have $70 slip-on Vans or $900 Travis Scotts, sneakers should not be a symbol of how wealthy you are. They should be a symbol of who you are as a person, where you come from. It should show other people you have taste, not money.
I'm not trying to flex on you guys at all. You guys are the reason why I have money.
With other pieces of clothing, such as jackets, sunglasses, and pants, it's rancid. It's freaking terrible. You go on to Supreme's official website, and the first thing you see is that it's clothes. But when it's not clothes, it offers clothes with very specific styles that often cater to teenagers that are involved with skateboarding culture. Some of these designs are absolutely hideous, like the garbage Blockbuster sweatshirt. As you can see, this design makes me want to uninstall Life, especially since this one costs $150. Like, this clothing doesn't express anything about yourself. It just makes you look like a fool. Flashy brands are just status symbols that make you look rich and famous. Supreme and other massive clothing brands like Gucci and Hermes are not kinds of fashion. They're just wearable bragging rights. When it comes to clothes, it shouldn't be about the brand or how expensive it is. It's how creative it is. Like, we live in a period of time where kids will go out into the street and they think that people will just go into a straight panic when they see them in their brand new Gucci belt. And once again, we're back on this topic of the rich having outstanding warrants compared to the financially challenged. The rich can do whatever they want, buy whatever they want, drive wherever they want, and live in whatever house they want, while these poor people are still trying to find jobs. It's really insane. It's literally the epitome of everything that is not sane. It's become even worse since Donald Trump has become elected, because he's made sure that the rich haven't had to pay their taxes. Meanwhile, us middle-class Americans have to pay twice the amount of taxes every year. It's becoming more and more hard for middle-class people to earn more money. Meanwhile, all these rich parents are trying to buy their children tasteless clothing. Clothing should not determine how popular you are. I can't say this enough. Supreme and Gucci just skyrocket the prices on their disastrous clothing. If you want to waste your money on these terrible clothes that are the equivalent of raccoon piss, whether it's shoes, jackets, pants, belts, crowbars, and bricks, and are willing to become a living billboard for a multi-million-dollar company that makes a massive amount of profits off of rich people, be my guest. And finally, a word from my senpai. So what now? What advice can you give me? What advice can I give humanity? I suppose so. Live your life. Don't waste your days on the negative energy of others. Remember that you're not your salary, you're not your house, you're not your car, and no matter how big your bank account is, your grave is 6 feet under just like everyone else's. So enjoy the days you have. Worry not about the days that came before you, nor the ones that will follow you in death. Remember that right here, in this moment, is all you are guaranteed, and the fact you are living is what life is all about. So enjoy your life to the fullest, according to your happiness and the betterment of all. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this particularly short episode of JUSTCARP Complains. The previous episode will be down in the description. Please be sure to subscribe for more videos from the world's biggest music nerd. And if you like this video, give it a like and consider sharing it with your friends. The next video will be all about how Danny Cohn needs to be stopped. Take care, everybody. Bye.